There are birds that reward patience, birds that ask something of you. A steep climb, an early start, a willingness to search terrain that most people simply drive past. The upland pipit is one of those birds. Pakistan sits at the western edge of this species range. From northern Pakistan, the upland pipit's range extends through northwest India into Nepal and northeast India, a band of mountains and foothills where open grassy slopes and boulder-strewn hillsides define the landscape. And it is precisely this landscape that defines the bird. As its name suggests, the upland pipit inhabits mountains, typically open areas with grassland at elevations between 1,300 meters to 2,500 meters. In Pakistan, that means the Margala Hills above Islamabad, the dry ridges of the Salt Range, the foothills rolling up toward Azad Kashmir, and the vast upland pastures of the north in Hazara district. Small populations are found in Suleiman Hills of northeast Balochistan and Kohat district. If you've come looking for this bird, you already know the challenge. The upland pipit has an expansive range, but is uncommon and sparsely distributed throughout most of it. It is not a bird of hedgerows or rice paddies. It will not come to your garden feeder. It lives in places that require an effort to reach, and even when you're standing in the right habitat, it has a way of staying invisible. When you do find one, take a moment to appreciate what you're looking at. The upland pipit is large-billed and rather thick-set, with an upright stance, fine dark streaks throughout, and paler underparts. Note the paler brow, a whitish supercilium that cuts cleanly through the streaked crown. Structure differs from other pipits. It is rather compact and plump, with short, thick legs, a short hind claw, and a thick bill with a markedly decurved culmen. Among Pakistan's pipit species, this stockier, more grounded build sets it apart. It may be confused with Richard's or Blythe's pipits, but it is more densely streaked and has a stouter, shorter bill. The voice is one of the great pleasures of finding this bird. The song is distinctive and atypical of pipits, consisting of a pair of notes repeated with a 10 to 30 second gap. Song is generally delivered from March to June. It carries across the hillside in a way that sounds almost lonesome. A call built for wide open spaces. The upland pipit breeds in foothills and mountains, but descends during the winter. So, Pakistan's birders have two distinct windows to look for this species. In the warmer months, it is a bird of the high grassy ridges and open hillsides, nesting on the ground in terrain that feels desolate to human eyes, but is rich with insects and seclusion. In winter, it moves lower, though, even then, it tends to prefer dry, open slopes rather than the agricultural lowlands that so many other species gravitate toward. What makes the upland pipit special in Pakistan isn't rarity for rarity's sake. It is the habitat it represents. To find this bird, you must seek out a landscape that is itself disappearing. Open upland grassland with rocks. The reason for decline elsewhere is presumed to be the transition of grassland to shrubland, and it appears that the upland pipit cannot tolerate even the early stages of this transition. This is a bird tightly bound to open ground. It uses those rocks not just as perches, but as songposts, as lookouts, as the structural anchors of its whole existence. Take away the rocks, close the grassland with shrubs, and the upland pipit simply moves on, or doesn't come back at all. In Pakistan, where so much birding attention rightly focuses on the spectacular, the spotlight is on tags like the snow leopard's country, the Karakoram, or the mangroves of the Indus Delta. The upland pipit is easy to overlook. It is, after all, a brown bird on a brown hillside. But experienced birders know that the birds which ask the most of you tend to give the most back. Standing on a rocky Pakistani hillside, wind in your face, watching an upland pipit throw its head back and call into the open sky, that is a moment that belongs entirely to people who are willing to make the climb.